Welcome back, guys. So now we know what are we signing to Amazon in their contract. Now we know who the hijackers are and what is the function of the buy box. The next most important lesson, which is this one, is called how to properly dispose of your products to Amazon from Amazon. Let's say you received returns when you sold the products on Amazon. What happens to those returns? You get three options. Either you dispose it to Amazon, either you dispose it to Amazon warehouse in their liquidation, or you can remove it and send it back to you. Or you can remove it and send it back to a 3PL warehouse. Whatever the options are, you do not want to send it back to Amazon. I'll give you a fifth option, which is me. I don't charge my customers anything to dispose of. So I know there's some 3PL fulfillment centers, they charge like 2-3, depends on the weight, on the dimensions and everything. If you want to avoid those fees, you're welcome to send it to me, and I'll either throw them, or if they're in good condition, I will donate it somewhere, but what our main goal is not to get it on the hijacker's hand. And I'll tell you in this course how these people actually get your actual product on their hands. So let's deep dive into this section. This is a very, very interesting section. The last time I did a course on this, my God, I had like all over the place. So let me show you from the beginning. Let's say we want to sell, let's say we are selling this product. How will a hijacker take over this listing? Very simple. You double click here, you get the ASIN, you go to Seller Central, and over here, you go under Catalog and you go Add Products. Okay. If you are brand registered, make sure that you apply for all the registration there is to keep your products safe. They have 4 different products. The one that I personally like the most is their Project Zero, which is very, very, so far it works good. So here's the product. Now, when you are applying for Project Zero or any of their other brand registry products, if I want to sell, let's say I am a hijacker and I want to take over this listing. So if I want to sell, I can just go select new and apply to sell. Let's see what's the next step. So here, this particular seller has restricted access to that product. They're asking for request approval. So when I do approval, let's see what it does. Let's see if they stop it. Sometimes it automatically goes. Okay, so it is asking, there's a list of documents you need to provide. Now, some of them require a lot more, but sometimes you can just get automatically approved, automatic approval. The reason why you get that is because of the age of your store, of your Seller Central store. Now, my store is very aged, going back 14 years. So I am ungated for many products. If you are just starting to sell on Amazon, you will see some restricted categories that you cannot sell. And Amazon prefers that you be in this business for at least 2 years of Amazon selling before they can ungate you. Products such as supplements, toys, jewelry, clothing, things like that Amazon is very careful, because the reason why they do it is because they want you to understand how the system works while selling on Amazon. So they, like I mentioned in my first course, is Amazon will do anything and everything to protect themselves, not us as third-party sellers. But this is a good way of registering for a product. Let's look at some other products. Let's see if we can get to sell some other products. So this is These are the first steps that a hijacker would do. What does it cost the hijacker? Zero. Nothing from the pocket. And people do this as a business on Amazon. They just come in. They don't have to spend any money. They go in. Let's see, you need approval. Let's see if we get automatic approval for this one. Sometimes the setup is, okay, this one, you see, it gets even worse. It's asking you to put, now this brand is very, very strict. Now, while looking at this brand, we notice that this seller right here is winning the buy box, means this seller is actually selling this branded product. How do they get a hold of the product? How is it that if this product is brand registered and is asking so many questions, how is it that they still got the product? And I'm going to show you in this course how it's done. Okay, so let's look at a third product. I'm just trying to find a way if we can get a hands-on to a product that doesn't require. Now this one has a lot of sellers on this product, other sellers, you see. You got two right here. And let's see if we can get a hold of this product right here. Because if it allows, then you can easily just apply here to sell, and it automatically goes in the inventory. And then you can just go and price it up the way you like. Okay, so this one is also requesting. Let me go into my inventory, as I recently wanted to sell a product on Amazon, and I had to take permissions from the company, which I already did, but I didn't have to. So this was the product that didn't give me restrictions. So this, see, these are all restricted products. So this is my test company where I do all kinds of testing, a lot of PPC management and this and then all the good stuff. We just play around, because the more we play, the more we pay, and the better we understand, because I personally like to work practically instead of just listening to any course and go through. And I like to really, really like, the way I do the courses is I share screen step by step so you can understand how it works. As you can see, we have 314 products we're testing so far. Okay, so easily this was a, let me show you, for example, how does it look like. Let's see, we go there. And let's see if we can get a hold of their other products so I can show you how you can really add it to your products. Now, does it mean that I'm hijacking the listing? No, simply because if the seller is allowing me to sell, that means I'm not hijacking the listing. But if a seller refuses to sell me and requests for so many approvals, and even after that I land up selling the product, that's called hijacking, because I didn't get permissions to sell. If I didn't get permission to sell, means I'm still selling it, right? And that's called breaking the rules. And that's where all the legal issues start coming up. And that's it. So let's see if we can get. So you see right here, it automatically gave me approval. It didn't ask me for anything, because here the seller is automatically approving me because of the age of my company, or could be maybe they have no restrictions. And because they're brand names, they want sellers like us to sell their products. You know, the more the people, the more the permissions they give, the more people will have the product on the market. Why would they want to do that? Well, the answer is very easy. Let's say you created a brand product and you invested, let's say, $100,000. You did the trademark, you did the patent, you did everything. Now, all of a sudden, your product isn't moving. Of course, it has high demand in the market, but it's not moving. So if it's not moving, then you have to push it. Means you need to reach out to your third parties. Sometimes it benefits to actually get these hijackers to sell your product, because what these hijackers are doing, they're not only raising the price, they're also doing paid advertising on your on your products. If they're making, let's say for example, Google, I showed you the Google phone in the last course, how to get. Now, if they are doing the Google phones, and even if they make, let's say, 150 bucks net profit per sale, if they spend, let's say in a day they're selling 10 of those, so they're making $1,500 a day, which is $45,000 a month net profit. Out of the $45,000, if they spend even $10,000 or $5,000 in paid promotions, what's the difference? They still walked away with a lot of profit in their pockets, right? So it is okay to give permission. So if you are brand registered and you have spent a lot of money, it's good to go to places and find sellers to actually sell your product. Maybe there's something you are not able to do what they are about to do, what they have knowledge. But this course is, there is a benefit to actually reach out to these hijackers, but there is a lot of sellers that just don't prefer. It's like, for example, let's take a brand like Coca-Cola. Do you see Coca-Cola just selling their products? Like a monopoly, means they don't want anybody to sell. Do you see that? No, you don't see that. You will find Coca-Cola products everywhere. You will see it on Amazon, you'll see it on eBay, you will see it on Walmart, you will see on all the online retail industry, you will see all over the e-commerce world. You're going to see in a mom and pop store, you're going to see everywhere. Why? Because that's how you brand your product. You are growing your audience. So if they're selling to 1,000 different places, your brand is being recognized to 1,000 different areas. Means if each person is allowed to sell your brand name, think about it. They're expanding, and who benefits from that? You, because they are buying from you directly. That's how you benefit. Okay, but moving forward, the reason why I did this course was a lot of sellers were having issues with hijackers. So let's talk about hijackers. If you are not giving them permissions and they're still selling your product, that's called a hijacker. And the ones you are giving permissions, like this particular one, then that's not hijacking. But let's move forward. Okay, so you just go, you fill in the information. Whenever you get access to sell from any seller, if they're giving you access, either you match their price or you go slightly higher than their price. Why do you want to do that? Because you don't want to get banned out from that opportunity. This company is huge. Let me see, where did it go? That brand is huge. So they're doing their own advertising while you are just moving. Yes, right here. So you're just moving the products. Let me show you, for example. If I go and I type this in Google, let's see where they stand. Look at this. They have over 1 billion search results for this product. So if I'm getting, an opportunity to work with them, I'm not going to go and undersell them. I'm going to do my best to make money, because I know that they are spending a lot of money on advertising while I am benefiting without even putting one single penny in this product. Because what's going to happen is, if somebody goes and purchases this product, let's say I win the buy box and somebody purchases this product from me through Amazon, what will happen is I simply have to go to the seller store, to the original seller store, Purchase it from there and put the shipping address there. Zero money out of your pocket. And this is a big business, and this is how people are making money. They're just on their computer morning to night, and this is all they do. Now, if you ever look at a hijacker, let's look at a hijacker. Let's see what they're doing. So market group, let's look at, they got 8,195 reviews. We can visit their storefront and look, they have 46 products that they're selling. So either they're hijacking or either they have been applied permissions to sell. Let's look at this other guy. NGP camera store. Now, when it comes to Google phones and most of these branded products, they always give permissions. 90% of the times, they will give permissions because they want to be recognized. Google is not going to hold just Google to sell. I mean, you go to a T-Mobile store, you will see Google phone. You go to any store, you will see Google phone. So they're not going to restrict anybody from selling. They want you to sell because that's how they're going to grow their brands. Now look at this guy. He has 123 products that they have listed for sale. It's a camera store, but it's selling phones. Why? Because the phones have cameras too. All right. So moving forward, let's talk about unfulfillables. Let me explain to you. So here we learned that if a seller does not give you permission to sell, then what happens? Then you get hijackers because you are basically inviting the hijackers to your product. Why aren't you letting me sell? I want to sell. I think that it can be sold for $229. I know that I can make easily another $90 on this product. And this is what pursues the hijackers to go and do what they're supposed to, even though if it's not selling good for you here, they know ways, hijackers, they know ways on how to build the business because they're spending money. So let's look at this product, for example. I'm gonna come off from here. What you need to do in your unfulfillables, when you are getting returns, so you go under inventory, you go under manage inventory, and then you go to your unfulfillables tab right here. So here you are going to, you're going to click on this and you are going to set up this tab. Okay. You want to set this up because remember, you do not want your product to go into Amazon liquidation. You do not want that. So let's try. Let me see if this allows me. We're going to do a create removal order. We should get 4 options, 3 or 4 options. And here we go. Do you want Amazon to dispose it? No. Do you want us to put it in liquidation? Absolutely not. Because if you do either of those two, that is where all the problems start creating. Now, Amazon says, yeah, we're going to dispose it off. Sure. They're going to charge you a fee to remove the product also. I mean, all 3 of them, they're going to charge you a fee to remove the product. When you're getting returns to your store, where does it go? It does not go back on the shelf. You are paying FBA fees shipping out to the consumer. You're paying FBA fees shipping back to the warehouse, but Amazon is not restocking that product unless it's brand new. They don't even have time to go and inspect the product. They just get the box right in a pallet, wrap it up, put it in a truckload, and out. And I'm going to show you in this course what actually happens behind the scenes when that stuff is sent out truckload. Okay, so moving forward, you have to do return to address. Now, like I mentioned to you in the beginning of the course, you are welcome to send it back to me. I'll dispose it off. Of course, I'm going to inspect it. I'm not going to relabel it and send it back to Amazon. That's not what I do, but I will help you dispose of the product. If the product is in a good condition, I'll probably donate to a church or to any donation center as long as it doesn't get in the hands of the hijackers. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. If you want, you can note down my address. Well, right now I have a new address. This is my old this was my old address. So reach out to me and I'll take care of it for you. So this way you can avoid even the $2, $3, $5. Look, if you have returns, let's say 50, 100, 300 units coming in every couple of weeks, add it up, $3, $5, that adds up from your profit. So however you want, whatever you do, return it to address. Now, if you are an international seller, not living here in the United States, so you don't know where to put it, you can always forward it to the 3PL warehouses, to the 3PL fulfillment center. If you want a list, I can find you something, but these are the options to send it over there. They actually do inspect the product, and if it's new, they will relabel it and send it back to Amazon, but it's kind of expensive. Let's say, for example, you're selling a $20 product, you just shipped it FBA, you just got it returned, and then you are putting it back to the fulfillment center. You add up everything up, it's not worth it. Because by the time you shipped it to the client, you're paying $7, $8 FBA fees. Coming back to you is more costly. Okay, it becomes more costly. So there you go. You already spent like 17 bucks. And then you're giving another $3, $5 for the fulfillment center to do it. That's, let's say, $20. You ship it back to Amazon, $22. They put it on the shelf. Now it goes back. It's just not worth it. Just dispose it is the best thing. Okay, so right here, return to address. You can always tell the fulfillment center, listen, I don't want to put it back on the stock, just dispose it out for me. And that's going to do the job for you. Okay, so that's one. Why you don't want to do these two things? Why? Okay, let's move to the next thing. Why you don't want to do this is because the hijackers would actually go, in fact, I'm going to attach this I'm going to attach this in what you call in the link of this page, so you can understand why you don't want to do it. Let's see. So here, this is something interesting that I want you to watch. I'm gonna paste the link into this module so you can see how you can actually buy a $6,500 retail price product for $525. And this is a huge market. All the returns that come, they're packed like this in a pallet. They go from here up to like 6, 7, 8 feet up high. And there is a weight limit. It is like 100 pounds or 150 pounds. That's how much it takes, the pallet. 100, sometimes it's 300 pounds, depends on what the policy is. And here you can go to YouTube or you can Google search it. Just write Amazon return pallets and you're going to get, or Amazon return truckloads. If you want to buy like an entire 40, 60 feet container trucks, believe me, they are much cheaper than this, because what you can really do is you can end up selling these products on eBay, on Amazon, and there's so many places. You can go to a local flea market, you can do a garage sale, buy a whole pallet, put a garage sale, start it on a Sunday morning and here. And you will be shocked to see some of the products actually come in these pallets. And nearly 50% of them are brand new. I have personally done it many times. Okay, I have done it many times, and I'll tell you, it is amazing. And if you live in the United States and you're planning to do this, make sure to buy the pallets from your local warehouse. Don't go online, because there's a lot of scams online. You don't want to end up with buying something, ending up with something else. You want to be very, very careful. So what you do is you go to the local liquidation warehouse, the warehouses, and choose the pallet. You will get a template telling you what exactly is in the, like a manifest, to tell you what you're going to actually get, and then that's it. You just take your chance and buy it. Now, if you buy like a truckload, you can probably get let me see, the last time I purchased, there were like 22 pallets in a truckload. So let's say even 20 pallets, and the truckload is going to be very cheap, because the reason why it's going to be cheap is basically they're just taking the entire container, giving it to you for a couple of hours. You go and unload instead of they unload to the places. They got to redo everything, and it's a lot of work for them. So the last time that I actually purchased a truckload, I got a very, very amazing deal on that truckload. And I tell you, nearly 50% of the product was garbage, it was crap, but the other 50% is where the money was. So I paid nearly like around $8,600 for the entire truck. Okay, some deals you can get amazing deals. Okay, but let's move forward. Look into this. This is an opportunity that you can do now. I know that a lot of return pallets are being opened throughout the country, so look into, just Google it, YouTube it, go to your, just type your local area and see if you can get a hold of these. Okay, but this is basically how the hijackers actually get the product. So you are telling Amazon, okay, you know what, I don't want the returns, just dispose it for me. So you are actually giving them permissions to dispose the product, or you're actually giving them permissions to send it to a liquidated center. How, it could be returns, it could be products that you launched and they're not selling, and you're tired of it, of paying the fees, the storage fees and everything. And you say, you know what, I'm not doing Amazon anymore. Get rid of my product, liquidate it. And next thing you know, it's right there. I mean, it's your product and somebody else is on your listing. Now, you might consider that person, that seller, as a hijacker, but Amazon doesn't consider that, because they bought the actual product from somewhere. And it is very, very extremely difficult through Amazon to take them off your listing. Now, the one way that you can really take them off your listing is, buy from them. This is what I do on my products when I used to do private label. You buy from that hijacker. They have 5, 10, 20 units. Of course, you're going to pay a lot more, but if you want them off your back, that's the best way to do it. Buy the entire inventory, and that's it. And I'm going to show you what to do in the next course, what you can do with that inventory and how you can get your money back on your own product that you invested. So moving forward, watch this video. Okay, places where Amazon sells their liquidated products. Let's look at this. So you got this one, which is they buy truckloads of Amazon products, complete truckload. So you see, you got truckloads, Amazon truckloads. All the products are going in pallets, wrap it up, shrink wrap it, boom, goes in the whole truckload. And you will see some of the products are amazing. Some of the products are even $300, $500, $900 products that are not even used, lands in returns. Why do they land in return? I will tell you why. So let's say you bought a product from Amazon and you decide to return them. In fact, I'm going to show you. We're going to do it right here. Let's say we bought a product from Amazon and I want to return it. So let me find a product. All right, some good stuff here. Okay. Okay. So let's say I want to return this product. Return or replace. And what is it exactly that that the consumer is going to do. So it's going to ask you, why are you returning this? And you get to choose an option. Okay. You might choose any of this, but nearly, see, inaccurate website description, item came late. Okay. On most of these, you will have to pay for return shipping. A consumer has to pay for return shipping. So the one that a lot of people choose is right here. Item defective or doesn't work. The finish. And then Amazon says, okay, you know what? That's what you say. It's defective. We'll make the seller pay for this. And that's how everybody gets free shipping. Now, for example, if I have never used this product, I may got it cheaper somewhere else, or somebody gave me a gift. Now I don't need this product. I want to save my 70 bucks. What I'm going to do? Item defective. If you choose some of the other ones, then you have to wait for approval. Sometimes the seller sends you the missing piece, or they will say, okay, you know what, I'll send you this, just return this back. You still end up for the shipping. So a lot of them on the newer products also, they do item defective or doesn't work. So now Amazon thinks that this is a defect product. They don't even go and inspect the product. They think it's crap. So they take the return to their warehouse where it comes. They pick it up and they throw it in the pallet. Okay, remember what I told you? If you spend $10,000 on a truckload, nearly 50% is junk in there. The other 50% is such good quality that you can't even believe. So if I paid, let's say, if I bought a whole truckload of this water filter, I would probably end up with this packaging being that small, I would probably end up with 5, 6, 8, 10,000 units of this product. Now, if let's say, for example, I spent 25,000 on the pallet just buying this, let's say, let's do some calculation here. Let's say I purchase the entire truckload of this particular product. In each case, there's 24 units. On a pallet, it is about 30 boxes per pallet. So if there's 24 units times 30 boxes, this is about 720 units to a pallet. Multiply by, let's say, 20 pallets to a container. That's 14,400 units. Let's say I bought this 14,400 units for $25,000. You know how much I paid per unit? I'm just saying 25 with all fees, everything. I paid $1.74 per unit. Look at this. $1.74 per unit. Let's say that 7,000, let's say 7,400 is scrap, and I'm left with 7,000 units. If I come 7,000 units and I sell this exact same product on Amazon for this price times 69.85, I just made $500,000 profit. No questions asked. Why? Because when a person chooses defect, Amazon puts all the charges on the seller. And from that, when a hijacker goes and purchases, when they go and they purchase from the disposals, from the liquidation centers, they're paying pennies. They're paying nothing. They're paying pennies. A lot of liquidation that I have purchased in my past, I haven't even, like, once I received a laptop, it was in a working condition. It wasn't new, it was in a working condition. My cost on that laptop, $4 something, nothing. You understand? That's how cheap you get the products. And this is what's going on with, all these big branded stores. They don't have time because it costs them a lot more money to pay their employees, to restock everything. And this is a whole new story. So if you do something like this, that's you know, pure money coming in your pocket. It's $500,000, just like this. I make an investment of $25,000. I put some people to work. Let's say I spend 50,000. I'm still making $400,000. No questions asked. And I can go on eBay, I can go here, I can go there, Walmart, Wayfair, Overstock, I can just saturate the market with this product right here, just this one product. And that's how much money is there in the Amazon industry, just because you, as the seller, decided to dispose it or liquidate the product. Okay, so you got to be very, very careful what you're choosing. Okay, moving forward. So this is one product right here. These guys, they sell, you know, you can buy pallets, you can buy truckloads, however you like. You can, there's so many. There's this one. Now, liquidation.com, this is where I normally buy. They're not close to where I live, but they have a very good reputation in the industry. I never had an issue with them. And if I did, they really took good care of me. So, you know, they get government deals, surplus, liquidated. You see, liquidated service brands. So it's all there. This liquidation. Here you go, Amazon. You got Amazon returns right here. Now look at this. Let's look at a couple of products. And I want you to understand how the liquidation works and how the hijackers actually get a hold of these products. So let's look at this particular product. Okay. And let's do some calculation. It's just off the head. You can just sit here and do the calculation. So this one has 1 hour for, let's say this one sells for $7,000. Now here's the manifest. Every time you're going to buy a pallet, it's going to give you a manifest. So it has 94 of the Chromecast streaming device with the retail, and it's giving you the retail price. What is the retail value out there? So this one costs $30. There's 94 of them. There you go. There's only $3,000 worth of merchandise right here. You got Design Pocket Cinema. Well, here, let me share this. I don't know if you can see it, but share this with you. I'm going to share with you the manifest of that particular palette that we just saw. Okay, so here we go. So we got Google Chromecast 94 units at $30, and that's the price. We have one Blackmagic Design Cinema Packet Pro, which is actually $2,500. So there you go. Right there is $5,500 right there. Let's look at further. Apple Watch Series 7. Okay, I'm not a big fan of Apple, but still. So between, let's say this palette sold for $7,000. Between these three, there you go, it's $7,000 right there. The rest of them is all profit for you. So it's saying that it's $14,566 worth of products. If you spend $7,000, you still made $7,500 net profit. That's if you sell at the retail price. Now, if you really want to go and sell this, if a hijacker wants to sell it, they will probably go 10, 20%, 25% maximum below market value. So if you do even 25% below market value, let's say $11,000, you still walk away with a good $3,500, $4,000 in your pocket per pallet. Take out the labor, everything. Let's say they make $2,000. Still not bad. You sell 10 pallets, you just made $20,000. You sell an entire truckload, you made easily $25,000, $30,000 net profit. So you see, this is how Amazon, so whenever there's returns on Amazon, they know that an electronic item is coming. So the electronic comes here and goes to the electronic pallet, boom, like to the bed. Home and decor comes, goes to the home and decor. Kitchen product comes, goes there. Pet supplies come, goes there. So everything is already organized and everything goes from there. Okay. So just a basic idea for you to understand how a product is launched outside the market, because you as the seller is giving permissions to Amazon. Amazon takes this liquidation and they sell it to third-party agencies. They're selling it there. Nowhere in the liquidation here. Let's have a look at this. Learn more. Let's see what the liquidation is saying. And let me rephrase some things for you. How it works. Instead of paying to remove or dispose excess, FBA liquidated through liquidate through a liquidator, means a third party person is going to buy it. You recover a portion of your not value while holding storage fees, blah, 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 blah. Okay. By participating in this, you agree to the FBA liquidation program terms and conditions. In the beginning of this course, I told you that you are bound to the agreement of how Amazon decides. You can be your own seller, you could be the manufacturer, you could be the distributor. But once your product hits the Amazon warehouse, you have no control over that product. It's Amazon, 100% Amazon. And if you look into the liquidation terms and condition, it's going to give you, it just keeps on going on and on and on, and there's no end. And this is how hijackers are actually landed on your listing. But so here's liquidation. There's other stores. You see Black Friday. Black Friday is a big thing. Now we're in Thanksgiving. Everything goes 50, 60, 70, 90% off. Your products can all actually be sold in this Black Friday. And if you are giving away, a very high discounted rate, keep the limitations very, very simple. 1, 2, 3 products, not more than that. And you don't want to end up, you don't want, the online industry is so massive today that everything is everywhere for nothing, especially in the US market. I don't know about the other markets, but especially now, this one, Amazon came up with this Amazon warehouse. It's pre-owned, used, and open box products. You can even sell it here. So if you dispose your product, this is probably where they land. Not that it is very close to the price being sold, but still, you will see used offers, everybody selling. So this is one way of selling. Let's look at other options. Doba, also a very good company to purchase from. Let me see what we got. Retail arbitrage. Now, if you need websites of retail arbitrage, this is where the drop shipping comes in. So all of these stuff, you don't need to spend a single penny. You don't even need to go and purchase it. You can just take the listing from there, put it on Amazon, sell, somebody puts an order, you go back to the original listing, take the product, ship it there, nothing. This is how simple the drop shipping works. Now, understand something about drop shipping. Amazon is taking very, very strict actions through drop shipping. Okay. They are suspending a lot of clients' account because of drop shipping. So if you don't hold the brand registry right, you don't have the permission to sell. So be very, very careful. Amazon is really, really taking, I know a lot of sellers whose account got suspended and they're done. And when the suspension happens, you lose all your inventory, your money is freezed, and you cannot do nothing. So your best approach after that is to hire an attorney. If it's just a few hundred, couple $1,000, The attorney is going to cost you a lot more. But if you have truckloads of merchandise in today's market, especially when the high storage fees are high, if you have 50, 60, 100, $500,000 worth of inventory in there, definitely call CJ. I highly, highly recommend this guy. But definitely take the help of an attorney. Okay, that's the only way. And you know, these attorneys, they know the laws, they know the inside stories, they know how to defend. So that's their profession. So once again, Black Friday deal. I mean, look, you can you can go to any of these Black Friday deals right here. Let's see one. Let's look at Best Buy. And we can basically, just make a comparison of a product and see what's sold there, which is, what's selling there cheaper that is selling on Amazon for a much higher price. And you can, this is what the drop shippers do. This is what the hijackers do. Just keep on playing around. So these are other websites, wish.com. It's actually a California-based, used to be a California, I don't know if they're still a California-based, but it's actually a California-based website that gets the product, everything from China. So it's like Alibaba shipping it from China, but here it is sold through Wish. It's sold through a US marketed agency. And here you can get products, my God, they're so cheap. I mean, it is just unbelievable how cheap the products can come in. Let me show you, for example. Let's look at pet accessories. Dogs. Look at this. $5.26. And all this product comes from China directly. So let's take their main keyword. Let's take it to Amazon. And let's see how much a product like this is sold on Amazon. Try to find a similar product. Maybe they got the wrong kinds of keywords over there. So here we go. Look at this. Similar. I'm not saying the exact, but similar. $24.86. And on Wish, this is selling for $5 something. See? $5.26. Now you can actually go and buy from Wish. It says here only one left, but you see here standard shipping is $5.10. You're gonna get it by December 1st to 11th. So it's probably gonna be like an overnight shipping, whatever it is, DDS shipping, whatever it is. But look at the quality. So you paid $5 for the product, you paid another $5, let's say it cost you $11. Still, isn't it better than paying $25? Now, if I go here, if I select this product, selling at $25, so I'm sure they're also paying $5, $6, $7 maximum. And looking at their FBA fees is another $7, $8, so $16. They still make a net $8 profit. And if you can get, I think this product is similar. I believe very, very similar. Yeah, there we go. So you're buying this for, let's say, for $12. Here it says pet bag accessories. And here you go, $21.99. So you can still make a net profit of $5, $6 by selling this product easily. Nothing wrong with it. It's business. right? So you can actually buy products from Wish. I have used it in the past. I was once selling lingeries on Amazon. I tell you something, man. Lingerie is like cheap here. It's like $2, $3. You buy 10 units, you sell it on Amazon easily for 35, 40, $60, and they fly. And then when the package comes to you, you of course get the name of the company and everything. Call the company directly, say, listen, you know what? Send me 100 units, send me 1,000 units, whatever it is, just send me. And that's how you're going to make money. Let's look at this product. This is quite an interesting product. Puppy dog collar rhinestone. Look at one more product here, and then we're going to move forward. Well, the way I placed my picture, it's like right here. That's hilarious. Okay, so look. So here's a leather one, $12. You can buy it from Wish at $1. Think about it. There's so much money that you can make on Amazon if you just know where to go, where to look for. Okay, so that's Wish right there. Express shipping, 7 to 9 days. They're not charging anything for shipping, so I guess it's free shipping, but still. And they're giving interest-free. 4 interest-free payment of 25 cents. Come on, what's a better deal? I mean, it can't beat that. Pay in 4 months, can't beat that. Okay, Doba's there. There's retail arbitrage. There's all kinds of websites that you can look through it. It's the Black Friday sale. Alibaba. I mean, you can get products from Alibaba. Now, the one thing that you can do in Alibaba is to actually go and look for clearance products. You can type clearance. Sometimes they have sellers that want to get rid of their old inventory, so you need to go and connect with them. And or if there's a product that you want to buy cheap, I don't know if they have pallet returns. Sometimes, the sellers make mistakes. Somebody places an order, they make a mistake, and next thing you know, but you can always contact the sellers on Amazon and ask them, listen, do you have any leftover stock from your previous shipment, or did somebody return any stock back? And if they say, yeah, get a sample, run through it, make sure it's not patented, and then you can go back there. Now, the other one is Shein right here. Shein is also, they have their own company in China, and they do all their products here. They actually bring everything here. Look at this, 36 cents. Nothing. Some of the stuff they have, their quality is amazingly better. Really, really good. And the shipping is very, very fast. You can go here and boom, put it on Amazon, sell. There's AliExpress. There's Shopify. You can do drop shipping, retail arbitrage from drop shipping. Now, this is a company called Salehu that does a lot of drop shipping. It's actually easy to do it, but the profit margin is very tight on this particular. They have like a monthly pricing, and then but there's a lot of drop shippers actually doing here. So look, this is how you actually get a hold of a Dispose or a liquidated product through websites like this. Here's another one, Groupon. They've been in the industry for many years, and you can actually purchase products over here. So, there's this, then there's eBay. eBay, we all know. I mean, you can go look Amazon return pallets, and there are actually sellers that are going to buy like a whole entire pallet or an entire truckload, and they're going to come on eBay and they're going to sort it out. So instead of you buying the entire pallet, they're going to come sort it out for you. And it's all business. It's all business. Look at this. A lot of Amazon return, wholesale bulk, brand new. $15 shipping, $30. You know how much this product? I bought it when it first launched on Amazon. I actually bought it for free because they had a promotion back. I actually bought it free on Black Friday sale through a company called the Rebate Key. But this one actually sells on Amazon. When it first launched, it was selling for $200-300. Now it is like selling $35, $50, $75 right now. So, but still at $30, you can't go wrong. It's brand new. Here you go. Amazon pallets, overstock, new out of shelf, pulls, returns, buyer pays shipping. Look at this, $700. You see, $700 to get the entire. Now this is a makeup. Lot of 100 return pallets, makeup, $198. So you pay $1.98 for makeup. General merchandise. Now look at this product, for example. They're asking $100 for this product. But if you look at these products, these thermometers, they actually go for between $30 to $60 retail. Okay, now you can see some of those boxes are beat up. So the beat up boxes, you put it for sale on eBay. Even if you look, even if you sell it for like $10 a piece on eBay, you get your money back. So, you know, there's a lot of Amazon, you know, you can go on eBay, you can look into all of this stuff. It's all there. Okay. Look at this. Wholesale sunglasses, Foster grants. Now some of these sunglasses, look at this, $19.99 tag. See? They go anywhere from $9 to $30 a piece. So if you get 50 of them, let's say at $20, that's $1,000 right there. How much are they asking? $50. Now, if you can sell them for even $500, all those pairs, you still made $450 easily. You see here, 25 sold. You can actually buy this for $50 and go to your local stores and say, hey, go to the dollar store. So look, well, not for the dollar store, but you can go to a local flea market and say, look, I can wholesale you this for $2.50 or even $2 a piece or $3 a piece. And there will be people buying it because they're going to see, oh, wow, $20. You're going to give it to me for $2.50? Let's make a deal, $1.50. Even if you sold it for $1.50, at 50, you still made $25 net profit. I remember back in the days, I used to buy these branded glasses. I used to have a retail store on the beach. I used to pay $6. $6 a glass. And the guy who used to come to me, well, today I know where to purchase all the products from, but the guy who used to sell me used to come so nicely, used to have it so nicely packed in the boxes, not like this crap. Think about it, $6. I used to pay him $300 for these. I'm talking way back. So he's probably, even if he was paying $50 back then, that's still $250 net profit. He goes and sells to 20 different stores. That's $1,000. You know, 250 times 20, that's $5,000 in a day. He just made like this. Okay, so there is opportunity. The only thing is, if you don't want a hijacker on your listing, do not dispose the products. Don't disturb. Now, this is a Chinese brand. Pallets, they take return pallets. You have direct liquidation. See, you have phones. I mean, you got so much good stuff over here. Look at this pallet, 80 pieces media streaming IPTV speakers, 80 of them, one pallet, asking $289. This one right here, 400 pieces of all this home stuff, 400 units, giving, it's a damaged box, but the box is, the packaging is damaged, right? These things don't break unless the top goes off and on. It's asking $14.50 for 400 units. So that's kind of expensive. That's kind of expensive because by the time you clear that off, it's going to cost you $350 a unit. But look at this. Damaged, missing part, tested, not working. Okay, Gateway, Lenovo. These are iPads. They're not in the working position. 343 at 2,300. That's less than $10. Less than less than $10 a piece. What would you do with this? Man, if you are an iPad professional who knows how to fix it, who knows how to go, you buy less than, let's say you pay $10, you go and you do your good stuff with the brand name you have behind your back, you can easily sell $50, $100 easily. So whatever you paid here, you make 5, 7, 10 times more money than whatever you paid here. So that's about it. So this is how basically hijackers land on a listing. And there's nothing you can do to stop it. Nothing you can do. There are a few things in the next course. I'm going to go over some of the techniques you can use on your brand registry products, what you can do to take them out. Now, if it's a new seller, they're going to be scared and they're going to run. And if it's an old seller, then he's going to say, you know what, keep on sending me the threat letters. I don't care. I'm going to still sell it. So, it's something that you want to take action towards. So anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you guys learned something here today. And we're going to move to our next course soon. Thank you. Bye.